Hey everybody, the Real Pyro Blue here, just to give you a quick lesson on how to play a song off Green Day's new album, Horseshoes and Handgrenades. Alright, let's just go ahead and get started. It's all basically around this one riff right here. Alright, and as I said, that's pretty much played throughout the entire song. Let's just go through that real quick. The chords for that starts off with that's a B, power chord on the 9th fret. Then from and that's going from a D, 7th power chord on the 7th fret, to a E power chord on the 9th fret. So then it goes, and that is going from an A down to an F sharp. So all together. And after that F sharp, be sure to come right back up to the A and then back into the whole riff again. So all together. Alright, and as you saw there, after you do it a couple times, I think in the actual song, you play that first riff 3 or 4 times, and on the last time you end with a... Alright, and that's when all the guitars come in, and then you actually just play the whole riff 2 more times, then you get into this little thing. And originally how it sounds on the song is this. But the reason why it sounds so good on the song, because he's actually doing a harmony with another guitar part that's doing this. And it's just those 2 parts played over each other, but what I like to do is make both of those parts into octaves. And of course an octave is where, so if playing on the 4th fret of the G, I also play the 2nd fret of the A, and don't play the string in between to get the... So altogether that would be a... And I believe that is a B octave. So you start out, if you're doing the higher part, start out on the B octave, up to a D octave, up to a E octave, and then up to a G octave. So all together. And that is the higher part. The lower part sounds like this. And this is also octaves, but instead I have the lower note and I just add the top note. So, like this. And the way that goes, that's E, A flat, G. But you're basically only going to play one if you're going to play it at all. And I suggest playing the higher part, and you go... 3 times. 3. And so that is the beginning of Horseshoes and Handgrenades. Alright. Now, as I said, with that main riff, you can play at least half the song. All the verses, the intro, so much of the song is that. And there are some parts where you're going to need to end on the... of the whole riff for him to say something, but if you just listen to the song, you'll get that enough. But let's do the chorus real quick, and it sounds a bit like this. and those chords are, that is an E, then we go down to an A, and I think you only do that A 3 times, so then up to the B, then back to the A, and then back to the E, that is the, and then back to the F sharp. All together, once again, sounds like this, just so you can get a feel for the strumming pattern. It is a little weird, because there's only, you go from 3 up and 3 back. It's kind of weird. Alright, and the chorus is only done twice, and on the first chorus you end by doing that F sharp for a whole measure, and then I believe 5 more beats. So, and then he goes into the next verse where you start the original riff. But after the second chorus, so play the whole thing. You play through that whole, just keep playing for, I think, I believe 2 measures of that F sharp, and then go into, and that's just going 3 B's to an A. Do that 4 times, and on the 4th time end a little. And then after that, go back into the original riff for a couple times. And then it goes back into this little thing. So you do that, if you're gonna, depends on which part you're doing, but either way you do them both, you do each 4 times. What I like to do is do the high part twice, and then the low part twice, just for one guitar. It sounds nice. And that's pretty much all the middle of the song. And I'll get to the outro in a second. Alright, so we've gone through most of the song. You know how to play most of the riffs. And if I was unclear about any of them, which most likely I was, if you just listen to the song, and I've played basically all the riffs except for the outro, which I'm about to show you. But besides that, you'll get it. It's a pretty easy song. But the outro sounds like this. Alright, and that's just starting out with A to B, then to a D to E, then back to a to B, and then end with 2 hits of an E. So all together. And I believe you do that at least 3 times, but after the 3rd time, after you do the last, do a, and that's doing another 3 hits to the B, then to an A. And as I said, that's pretty much the entire song. I was most likely unclear about some things, but that's every riff in the song, and you just listen to it, and you just know where to put the riffs, but you'll get it. It's a pretty easy song. And so, at my best attempt, that is how to play Horseshoes and Hand Grenades.